I'm gonna ultimate Ugin because it's fun. I don't know if I really need to here, but I'm doing it. Want Flesh Raker, Joyra, all our big mana artifacts. Yeah, let's just do that for now. I'm just gonna try. Yeah, I think they are now officially dead at this point, and I'm just going to let's do Time Warp just to rub it in. Discard the Stone of Eric. Time Warp. Time Warp wins games. Hey, what's going on, guys? Danger here, and welcome back to Danger Games. Today we are back on Magic Arena to play some unranked Brawl. And today we're going to be playing an archetype that I love from regular EDH and CDH that I don't think is quite there yet on Arena. But with that being said, it is still a really fun deck, and when it starts working, it starts popping off. But today we are playing a colorless Brawl deck. So colorless, or mono brown as we used to call it when all the artifacts were brown like this, and before we had Eldrazi or colorless spells. This is a style of deck I just love. So it's just such a different style of deck from everything else you see on Arena and in EDH. And in EDH, you can even take this all the way up to CDH just with how much fast mana is available with your mana vaults, your Grim Monoliths. And I have a Kozilek deck in paper that I love and is a strong 4. It's not a CDH deck, but it's a very strong 4. And unfortunately, we just don't have all the tools to get that high power level in Arena just yet. I think that it's a matter of time before we start getting more and more of these powerful tools that then up the power level of the deck. But for right now, it is definitely a kind of inconsistent, kind of clunky ramp deck. So the big goal of the deck here is we are trying to ramp into Ugin, Eye of Storms, which is a 7-mana planeswalker, colorless obviously, that says whenever you cast the spell, exile up to one target permanent that's one or more colors. And whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile up to one target permanent that's one or more colors. For +2, you can gain 3 life and draw a card. For 0, you can add 3 colorless mana, and for -11, you can search your library for any number of colorless non-land cards, exile them, then shuffle, and until end of turn, you may cast those cards without paying their mana cost. So, the name of the game here is we are playing darn near every way we can add mana in the colorless mana identity right now. Everything below 7. Every 2 mana rock, those are the primo ones. Anything that we can play on 2 mana that adds a mana. Warm Power Stone is an all-star in this deck by adding 2. I mean, even just being a bad Soul Ring, it's still amazing. We're playing everything that taps for 2 mana, like the Firemind Vessel, Hedron Archive. Again, everything that taps for mana. And then to kind of fill out the deck, we are also playing a lot of kind of stacks pieces, a lot of ways to try to interact with our opponent on the board with artifacts. So we're playing a lot of cards like Relic of Progenitus, which can interact with graveyards, Soul Guide Lantern, Scrabbling Claws. But the plus side of all these is that we can also sacrifice some draw cards. So a lot of times, we can play these out to kind of hopefully interact with our opponent, but if they aren't any good, we can sacrifice them and draw them to try to get into more mana to get to Ugin. So we're playing a lot of stacks pieces, like I said. In addition to the graveyard ones, we're playing cards like Torpor Orb, Soulless Jailer, and Grafdigger's Cage. Both shut things down from graveyards and decks. And then for the kind of bangers or the payoffs, I mean, obviously Ugin is insane, but the other kind of payoffs for being in colorless is Ultima Origin of Oblivion. Oblivion is a new card. It is a 5-mana 4/4 god with flying that says whenever it attacks, put a blight counter on target land. For as long as that land has a blight counter on it, it loses all land types and abilities and has tap, add a colorless. But whenever you tap a land for colorless, add an additional colorless. So this is a mana doubler. Paradox Engine, people know from EDH, is an insane card, and we can leverage that here with all our mana rocks. Forsaken Monument is obviously insane in colorless decks. Ugin is also insane in colorless decks. And then the mana base is interesting. We're playing a couple two ways, just to be able to leverage cards like Path to Exile or Erode, but we get to play just a ton of interesting lands with interesting abilities. Since we don't have to worry about fetch lands, we don't need to worry about fixing. We just get a lot of cool utility lands, which you'll see once we start playing some games. But yeah, let's jump into some Magic, or let's jump into some Brawl. Let's hopefully we end up paired against some other slow decks. The Ugin definitely struggles against aggressive decks, but let's see what happens. All right, we are on the draw against blue-red control combo. This might be the combo. Rouse Eric. I guess I'll keep this. It's not great, but I mean I curve out. Oh, okay, there we go. That is better. Now I can go turn 2 Iron Crag, turn 3 Rune Carved Obelisk, hopefully turn 4 Ugin. The Mentor is good. 3. Let's go Vault. And then Iron Crag. Pass. So I have 4 mana. I feel like they do have a counter spell though, right? I just... I'm gonna go... If they have something that's just gonna... that hurts... I'm gonna... Okay. I want the Rune Carved Obelisk to resolve, but it feels like they are representing a counterspell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Tezzeret as kind of bait. So I don't really care if this gets countered. Cool. They didn't bite. So I could immediately search for something, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to uptick on the Iron Crag. So now they're going to have to cast a handful of spells. Well, never mind. At least I got a little value out of it. I guess it's not dead yet either. But now we go Soulless Jailer. And that just resolves. There didn't seem like they had a counter spell in hand. So maybe I should have just gone for the Obelisk anyways. Yeah. You got it. It kind of looks like Otter Tribal. I was admittedly hoping for a land, but that is alright. I wanted to be able to play Mightstone, Weakstone, kill something, or draw some cards, but this works out just fine. I'm going to play the Obelisk, and I think... Let's go with the map. I think holding the... That's the more mana-efficient route. And then I have at least one cheap artifact to play after casting Ugin to exile a second thing. It's good to know about that charm. Yeah, like an All Is Dust is looking mighty appealing right about now. So that is going to get out of hand pretty quick. So let's play this. I think they're going to counter it. Or negate, yeah. Let's scry. Like, I guess I can hold that. Yeah, let's pass the turn. Looks like we're both kind of missing land drops. We'll block the guaranteed 2. Then we'll scry with the map. Do not need Soul Guide Lantern. I'm looking for mana. Ghost Quarter. Okay. That is good. Unfortunately, we know they have a counter spell, which makes things a little more awkward. But I think I'm going to just pass the turn. Because I have Fomori Vault open, I have Bag of Holding open. I've got a lot of things open, and I think holding on to these... Wait, okay, so how much mana do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana, so I can... That's 4 mana to do. I guess Bag of Holding kind of conflicts with Currency Converter. I want a treasure map. I'm gonna pass. I want to keep cards in hand for Bag of Holding, for Currency Converter. Yeah, we don't need to do anything right here. Let's scry with treasure map. I will take another land. That looks good to me. And then let's... Oh, I guess I should have done this backwards, because this lets me... Yeah, we'll do this anyways. Probably should have sequenced that a little differently, but that is okay. Awkward. I guess I'll just take the artifact. I've got cards with artifact synergies. And then I guess I can still Bag of Holding as well. Hey, we were able to get them. They were short on mana. I guess I just broke out. I started hitting my land drops before they did. GG's. Alright, we are on the draw against Balin the Haymaker, which is typically an aggressive Naya deck. This hand is decent. I have 2 lands, I've got some ramp, I've got the Automaton, which I think could grow pretty large here. Pass? Pass? No dork? No dork? Ah, Grazer. I'll play a land and pass. Whoa. Never clicked on these eyes before. That's cool. Tireless Provisioner is good. Attack with the Grazer to send a message. Message received. So I do play Pentab Prism, and I realize that this is a colorless deck, but there are a handful of ways to make non-colorless mana in the deck, and this deck is just so mana intensive that we're playing Pentad Prism just for it's still worth it even in a colorless deck. So I'm going to go Balin and then kill me. Badger Mole Cub. Oh. No blocks. We'll play a land. We'll go Mind Stone, grow the Automaton, and we'll go Weathered Runestone, grow the Automaton. I think I'm gonna pass from there and just maintain a block. Yeah, I mean, they don't think they're gonna block with Balin, but I'm just gonna keep it back. So they do have infinite mana, which is pretty good. Making some tokens, okay. They only have 2 creature tokens right now. So just 3 tokens, okay. They have a lot of tokens. Provisioner is pretty good in the Balin deck, I guess. They're thinking about something. Okay, no attacks. That is wonderful for me. So I think I'm just gonna play Might Stone and Weak Stone. Kill the Provisioner? Tap 4 untapped tokens and they have 2. I guess we'll just get rid of the... No, let's get rid of the Provisioner. That just makes so many tokens. They can just replay the Balin again. Let's go Expedition Map. Grow the Automaton. Pass the turn. No, they have the removal. I think I am dead. Right? I'm not gonna scoop yet, because if I can get to Ugin, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't help at all. Yeah, I'm at 5. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I think you've got me there, bud. GG's. I cannot I cannot keep up with that. We're going against Adeline. His hand's not really ramping too much outside of the bauble. I think I'm going to take a free mulligan. The Jailer definitely helps. It's a good blocker, but is not particularly relevant. what are you thinking about over there? Let's take a free mulligan. And this looks a lot better. We have a little bit of interaction. We've got an automaton. Yeah, this works. It's not the greatest, but it'll do. I do like Crystalline Giant. Okay, let's go Tomb of the Spear Dragon. Pass. Gotta have a 2-drop. No 2-drop, eh? That is great for me. They are, it looks like they're on some sort of slower iteration of the deck. I'm going to play Mox Opal, which is not turned on, but it just gets me a free counter already. I think that they can't deal with the automaton unless they have specifically Solitude. Ooh, okay, so they passed on, I guess, do they not have a second? Oh, they don't have a third land. Okay, so let's go land. I think I want to get the Crystalline Giant going. Because I have a total of 4 mana. I think it's Giant and Soul Guide Lantern. I could alternatively go like Technodrome. No, it's definitely those. Let's go Crystalline Giant. Grow the Automaton, and then play a Soul Guide. Grow the Automaton. Go to combat. What do we get? First Strike. That's pretty good. Alright, pass the turn. So this hand, we're not really ramping particularly well. Like, we're not going to be cheating out, or not cheating out, but we're not going to be casting Ugin in the next couple turns. But we are doing a decent job of playing to the board and kind of forcing our opponents to have to take some time to deal with our threats. That's going to be pretty good. That will eventually outpace what I'm doing here. So I'm at 5 mana. I think I'm just gonna go Collector's Vault, grow the Automaton, Technodrome, and then go to combat. Let's see what we get. Flying, perfect. So let's get in with the Giant and keep the Automaton back. And I can't use the Technodrome yet, but this I think is going to be... I haven't played with... This is going to be the first time I've resolved and hopefully activated this card. I think it could be a decent grind value engine in the later game. Will let me turn like this Soul Guide Lantern into a card for free, get this bigger. Might start making treasures next turn to work our way towards Ugin. Adeline's good. No attacks. Beautiful. Okay. Let's start by using the Technodrome. Draw a card. That doesn't do too much. So I'm at 5. Let's play the Inspector. Artifact spells are cheaper. I could play the Rune Stone, but I think I'm just going to hold up Vault. Yeah, hold. Did I play a land this turn? I don't remember. I'm going to use this now, try to find another land. Ooh, interesting. Life, or First strike, flying trample. Okay, and they still don't have any flyers, so yeah, let's get in. Life link would have been awesome. So while I was in all right shape there for a second, I think that they're going to probably be able to break through here, right? They only have 3 lands. Okay. Ooh. Double strike. So I think I need to, yeah, I have to block the Adeline. Beat that, and then jump, and then take 7. Okay. What do I do here? I have 6 mana. I guess if I'm going to try to find a land here. Because if I can find a land and go Ugin plus Ugin, play a follow-up, exile 2 things, I think that's going to be kind of like the line. So let's hope for a land. Oof, that's not a land. That's not bad. It's not great. Let's play the Argenta Masticore, grow the Automaton. I guess Vigilance isn't bad here. Man, are they gonna beat me on 3 lands? That'd be pretty funny. Maybe not funny. Be unfortunate. It's been an interesting game though, at the very least. So the bishop has double strike. So I think I have to chump, and I can't. I think I'm gonna just chump there. Take 9, go down to 2. So let's discard. Discard the mirror, so I can kill the. Oh, it has ward. Oof. I guess the owls killed the token. Inventor's Fair. Okay, we're off to the races here. Are we stabilizing? Oh, we don't have the. Let's eat the opal, because I can't block. Let's try to draw something juicy. Paradox Engine isn't bad. Let's go 3 mana, and it's ward 1. Yeah, so let's just create an Eldrazi, and we'll exile the bishop. Agent Bishop is, I think, the bigger threat here. And we might have stabilized at 2. No attacks. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, no, I still have a blocker. I was thinking that I didn't read the whole card. So they attack. I chump block both. Oh, can this not block? Okay, no. Just getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so let's play Sanctum of Ugin. Let's gain some life and draw a card. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's go Ultima. Exile the Flowering of the White Tree. And I'm... Okay, maybe that was a mistake. No attacks. I was thinking I'd be able to double spell, but I was mistaken. Chroma's Will. Oh, no! GG's, opponent. Wait, is that game? I didn't actually read what's happening here. Maybe not. I'm not going to read all the cards. Okay, it's not game. Okay, we're still in this. Yeah, I've gotten to the habit of not reading cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so... I feel like I've got to have this here, right? Let's start with this. Thanks, opponent. I definitely got a little lucky here. Let's go Paradox Engine, exile token. And oh yeah, I still have the mana for Karn now. Untap the ring. Maybe I should have drawn a card earlier. And I think I'm going to hold the cage for another piece of removal. I can start blighting their lands. I mean, it's not over yet, but I feel like I might have pulled around the corner here. Ooh, that's not going to do it. I mean, that's good. It's not going to do it. Alright, I've got a bajillion mana. I'm going to ultimate Ugin because it's fun. I don't know if I really need to here, but I'm doing it. We don't need to go overboard. I've definitely gone with a few too many cards a couple times. Grab Torpor Orb. Crawler. Want Flesh Raker. Joyra. All our big mana artifacts. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Oh, I should have got the, whatchamacallit, the command to go off with here, but oops. And then I should also be going Flesh Raker. Draw 2. Okay, at this point I'm just kind of trying to cast out as many things as possible. Okay, no, that's alright. That doesn't mess up anything, because I don't really need all this mana at this point. I'm just going to try... Yeah, I think they are now officially dead at this point, and I'm just going to... Let's do Time Warp just to rub it in. Discard the Stone of Eric. Time Warp. Time Warp wins games. And let's just go to combat. GG's, opponent. Whew, that was a close game. They actually, I mean, for only having 3 mana that whole time, they held in there. Alright, we are on the draw against Emoti, Celebrant Bounty, which is kind of Simic, good stuff, Cascade pile. And I like this hand. We have a turn 1 Library of Alexandria, which I'm hoping I can kind of milk for a lot of value. They're mulliganing, which is a good sign for me. Oh, they only mulligan once. Ooh, they're off to the races already. All right. You got it. Let's go library. And then during their end step, I'll draw a card. Oh boy, they're going fast. They are kind of out of juice now, which is good for me. So the question here is whether I try to keep getting value off of the library or if I start trying to ramp. And I think that I need to keep up with what they're doing. So I think that I unfortunately have to go off of 7 cards from the library. And I do have 6, so next turn I can draw off of it. So yeah, I'm not going to follow up with one of these 1-drops, as tempting as it is. Yeah. I mean, I could just be dead here, or they could set up into a position that just is going to be too hard for me to come back from, but I'm just going to hope they kind of whiff here. Topiary Stomper is pretty solid. They're... what, you need 7? 7, yeah, and they are at 6. So I could go double. Maybe maybe I was being too ambitious trying to, oh, I guess, okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking about all the plays here, and I think I kind of want to go Ornithopter, Ironcrag. So let's go Zhalfir and Void. I don't think I'm going to be able to use the Library of Alexandria this turn. And I've got 4 mana. So I can play Glaring Fleshraker, play Drix, make a spawn, so then I'm at 5, 6 mana next turn. No, let's do the guaranteed. Oh, that's right, I miscounted. So let's, at this point, we're going off of it. And then Ornithopter. And now next turn, I am threatening an Ugin at least. And then I can go Ugin, uptick, exile 2 more things. Yeah, it seems if they let me resolve Ugin next turn, they're going to be in trouble. What does this do? Oh, okay. So they got an Overlord. And then whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Okay, that's good. No blocks. And has Ward 3, unfortunately. Yeah, we're jamming Ugin. Let's exile the Overlord. Let's add some mana. That comes into play tapped. I can't go Fleshraker and both of these. Yeah, let's just clear the board. Then play 1 more. Exile the Emoti. And now we've kind of stabilized at least. I've got 3 counters on the Interlacer, so 1 more artifact and it's a draw 2. So I'm assuming they're going to go Emoti. Cascade into something. They get a double of that. Yep. Whiff, 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 whiff. Draw 3 cards. Okay, that's pretty good. Draw 3 cards, put a land into play tapped. Yep. All right, they're going to get a lot of lands. I think next turn I need to get rid of that storm. Luckily, they are going to have to discard a bunch of cards. I guess they have an exploration, so... Oh, they didn't hit a bunch of lands? Or I guess they played the lands. Oh, doesn't matter. Discard away. So, okay. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So I think I go Glaring Fleshraker. I need to get rid of that. Yes. Pay 3. And now I have 4 mana left, so let's go 3. Key to the Archive. Exile a Modi. Make a token. And hopefully hit something spicy off of the key. Time Warp's pretty spicy. Discard the Power Stone. Exile it with the Bag of Holding. And I could draw 2 here, but I don't think that accomplishes too much yet. So let's wait. And I think that if I can resolve the Time Warp, that it's probably game. Assuming they're going to go Emoti again. I mean, at this point they can cast anything. Bribery. I think honestly they don't have. I don't think I play any big Eldrazi. I think that the top of the curve's Ugin and the End Stone. So they can, I think 5, they can get Ultima, Final Fantasy flying thing. They can get Argentum Mastercore. I honestly don't have any big hits for them. I mean, whatever they get, I'm not going to be able to Ugin, which is going to be good for them. I mean, if I were them, I'd just get Thought-Knot Seer. Oh, okay, crystalline line. Got the Crystal Giant. Dig through time's good. Okay. We got a flying counter. Nice. I'm gonna not use Retrofitter here. Do they have to discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Down to hand size again. Let's start gaining life and drawing cards. Bobble. I'm going to cast Time Warp and hope that they just concede out of fear from there. They did not. So I think I'm going to have to go the distance. So let's cast the Idol, get rid of their Exploration. That is at 5. I am going to just keep going. I think I'm going to wait on popping this until next turn and see what I draw. Can't really attack or anything. Yeah, we'll pass from there. I'm in a good position, but it's not an unbeatable position by any means. Like, I have not locked this game up by any metric. Let's go Soulless Jailer. This is threatening to ultimate next turn. Do I try to get another artifact? Or so it's whenever an artifact enters. So let's sacrifice a Thopter. So, and this is a Thopter, right? So yeah, let's add 1 mana. We will sack a Thopter. Make a 4/4. So now that is at 8. I think let's crack it now. Draw 4. Thought-Knot Seer is a good draw. So this says whenever another enters. So Torpor Orb would shut that down. So I don't think that is what we really want to do here, but let's... Thought Seize you. Whoa, they've got a heck of a hand. Wow. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So they only have 8, so I don't totally need to worry about Omniscience next turn. I think they could sequence things so that I think Alrund's Epiphany is the scariest. And let's go. Let's just keep going. And I think at this point, I'm not going to cast the Torpor Orb. I think I will pass the turn from here. Yeah. Okay, they got another land. I'm assuming they're going to go Primeval Titan. I mean, they're going to be able to attack Ugin for 3 or 4 at least. They could go Craterhoof. They've got some good cards in hand. Oh. Attack Ugin, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think that you have to attack Ugin. But I'm now threatening, I guess not lethal yet. Void Winnower is good. That is very good. So maybe I should have considered getting rid of that since I can't blow it up with Ugin. Let's gain some life, draw a card. You can't even. So 0/0. I think I want to get Blast Zone going. I can gain a bajillion life off of that. What else? I don't have a ton of options with that there right now. So let's just pass, I guess. When do I have a 3? My Fleshraker. I can cast Omniscience now, which I feel like that's gotta be game, right? I think they're gonna get me here. Quandrix. Okay. You know, I think they might get me here at this point, but this deck was going off. I just wasn't able to close it out. My own Crystalline Giant shut me down. But you know, it's not over yet, because I'm gonna be able to get rid of the Omniscience. Oh yeah, never mind, it's over. I forgot about the Craterhoof. Yep. This is the double Craterhoof will do it. You got it. Kill me.
Do it! Do it! Come on, kill me! I'm here! Come on! Do it now! Kill me!
GG's, opponent. GG's. All right, we are going first against Grixis Pirates. We have a turn 1 play. We have a decent amount of ramp. We've got Patchwork Automaton. I think I'm going to keep this. And there is some consideration on holding the Scrabbling Claws to pump the inevitable Patchwork Automaton, but I think here we're going to be kind of just going fast, trying to ramp into Ugin ASAP, and I'm not sure how much, but we're going to go 2. On 2, we're going to go Mana Rock. On 3, hopefully we'll go Firemind Vessel, and then, yeah. So I'm going to play this. They're playing Grixis. I think that having a way to check the graveyard could be beneficial. Got it. Play a pirate. Let's go. We need some more lands now. But there is a Guardian Idol. For 2 mana, I can turn this into a 2/2. Dockside Extortionist. That's not something you see in Brawl very often, but it makes sense in the pirate deck. And that's going to be a pretty good Dockside Extortionist. Land. Not a land. Okay. So I have 3 mana this turn. I could go Solar Transformer to then... So I'm going to go either Solar Transformer and Bauble or Patchwork Automaton and Bauble. And I think I'm going to go Transformer, again, just to guarantee having 4 mana to go into the Vessel next turn. Pass. They're going to get their commander down, which is going to be good for them. Oh, okay. This is essentially an oversized Ragavan, which is good, but not backbreaking, especially with the Scrabbling. No, never mind. Okay, so we got a land, so we can now go. So this reanimates things from the graveyard, right? Beginning of combat, your turn from graveyard to the battlefield. So I want to get rid of this, but I don't think that that really accomplishes that much. So I think I'm just going to go Firemind's Vessel and try to set up for Ugin next turn. They're going to get some value here. It's a non-land. Alright, you got it. Back at brass. And they have treasures now for the Storm Chaser as well. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is fine. They get a 3-drop because they get pumped from the brass. Well, let's exile their graveyard. Oh, oh, never mind. I misread it. Okay, well, we're gonna go Throne of Makindi, and let's start exiling things. So, they are going to be able to Siren Storm Chaser the first thing. Alright, you got it. And I have 4 mana, so I don't have enough to go into Mightstone. It'd be great if I could go Mightstone, Weak Stone, kill 2 things, follow it up into Patchwork Automaton. But alas, we're just gonna go Automaton, get rid of their commander. They're gonna be able to hit Ugin for at least 2 next turn. I don't think they're gonna be able to kill him. They will be able to play the. Does it gain haste? Ugh, maybe they. Okay, that's brutal. So I think Ugin does die. they go, yeah, they tap out for their commander. They get back the Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser is a 4/4 with haste. Oh, it's not dead. Wait, what else do they hit? Okay. And getting... Wait, what gives them +1/+1? Is it when they... Okay, okay. So they're going to knock Ugin down to 1. Oh, they can kill it with the Kamachel. Let's see if they see that line. Yeah, it looks like they do. Okay, yeah. There goes Ugin. What do I need here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. They're going to... I guess that's going to leave with a finality counter on it, at least. I guess I could have Might Stoned and Weak Stoned. No, okay. Pass the turn. This could help me come back. I'm not feeling great about my position here. I think Ugin dies again. Right? I might be able to double spell next turn, which would be nice. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Monument, which then gives me 8 mana, then go Might Stone, Weak Stone. Yeah, I think that means no more Ugin. Oof. Oh, they didn't even kill Ugin. Okay. But yeah, they're taking an extra turn. Guess I'm not dead yet, which is good. I mean, I'm not in a great spot, but I don't think it's really over yet either. I think I might... We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I think being able, the Monument could definitely really help out. And that was my Iron Crag, right? Yeah. Ugin. Oh, boy. Okay, so that does kind of change things a little bit. So let's go green. That's more mana. 4, 5. Let's go Forsaken Monument. No counterspell, no counterspell. Oh, we're in there. Okay. So let's go 1, 2, 3. I don't think I have enough to do both Ugin and Might Stone and Weak Stone. This will just die. I think that will absorb me more life. So yeah, let's go Ugin the Ineffable. Gain some life. And let's destroy target permanent that is... Actually, we're going to manifest a guy, which is going to be much bigger. And I will pass the turn from there. And end step, I can use the bauble. Snuff out. Well, that's good. That's really good. I think that's just... I think that should be game there, right? Well, oh, actually. Let's just get rid of the Admiral Brass now, gain some more life. Maybe we're still in this. I'm going to definitely take a lot of damage next turn. But they are going to undoubtedly attack Ugin, which will absorb more damage. Is the monument going to be able to pull me out of this? Okay, okay, what are you getting? Oh, are you trying to... Kitesail Larcenist and Slippery Scout. These are both going to be pretty good. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, and then they can pump the... Yeah, I think I'm dead, but let's see if they see it. Oh, yeah, I'm super dead. I'm super dead. I almost made it out of there. Or maybe they all attack Ugin. Nobody's attacking Ugin. I'm dead. GG's. That was a fun game. So that is Ugin for you. It is a really fun deck, and it can definitely do some really cool, powerful things. It has a lot of tools to kind of pop off, but it's just really slow. It's a really slow ramp deck that doesn't have access to a lot of important things for consistency. We just don't have that critical mass of powerful colorless cards. We don't have that critical mass of acceleration for, you know, those kind of mid-rangey payoffs. There are obviously a lot of good Eldrazi, but we don't really get up to 10 mana very quickly. We're just trying... Ugin's usually powerful enough to win us the game when we get there. But with that being said, it's still a really fun deck, and the deck is only going to get better. I'm glad I have it here, and I'm going to keep polishing this this thing until we get somewhere where I'm happy with it. So be sure to stay tuned for updates on Mono Brown Ugin Eye of Storms Brawl. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below if there are any cards you think deserve to be in this list, or have any questions about any cards in particular. Please let me know down in the comments below. I always make sure to respond to everything, so please shoot me any questions down there. If you haven't yet and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Liking, commenting, subscribing are all free ways you can help support the channel, which really helps me grow right as I'm getting started here. So thanks again for everything, everybody. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. Stay cool out there. It's hot.